up, the Geek fam? This is your moderator this week, Corey. And with me today, we're going to just go around the horn. Keon, you're up first. Tell us, how'd you become into the geek lifestyle?
I have become in the geek lifestyle. You know what? I don't know. I just... all of this happened when I was overseas in Germany. I was, probably about 6 or 7 years old. And I think the cool thing about me is that I was able to be introduced to a lot of different things when I was young. I didn't have to wait for a lot of stuff to come over to the U.S., as if I was over there. I got into a whole lot of anime and just all sorts of different things. And I think that's how, when I came back to the States, it's like, man, what you guys are doing at the States, that's not enough for me. I gotta get into this, man. I gotta get everything. I gotta see everything. So that's how I was like motivated to really just kind of get into everything I could as far as geek-wise.
What you're a military brat?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right, well, up next is another guest here, Nader. What brought you into the geek lifestyle?
I don't know, man. I had Superman comics since I was like in first grade. There's a big coloring book, and that kind of got me into it. And that's all the Christopher Reeves ones. And then any superhero movie that come out, I wanted to see it. Even like the really bad Captain America in the early '90s and the Punisher and all that stuff. And then by the time I was like in college and stuff, and I can download movies, I was downloading like all the Dragon Balls and like Ghost in the Shell and movies like that. And then I never really had comics myself. I never really thought I could buy them. So I just thought it was too expensive for me. But over the last couple of years, I started buying digital comics, and then I started buying the trade paperbacks and like picking out like certain stories and like going backwards and forwards and just trying to get everything really. Like I got like Age of Apocalypse, and then found a continuity that I kind of liked, and like Final Crisis, Infinite Crisis. I'd find those like major events and either DC or Marvel, and kind of go back and forth with one character. So definitely developed a pretty good collection over the last couple of years.
Oh, it definitely looks like it, man. You got a bigger collection than I do. My biggest collection is the Halo universe, so.
Nice.
All right. Well, we'll move on to our final guest appearance this week, which is the gentleman who brought me into the Geek Fam, Mr. Justin.
Hello. Again, Corey, it's awesome having you in the group. I'm glad I invited you. What got me into the geek lifestyle? I'd say one of the biggest things would be my grandfather, who recorded everything on VHS. He had a VHS collection, like most of us have DVD and Blu-ray collections. And I have fond memories visiting my grandparents and watching Star Wars over and over and over again, the prequel trilogy. And James Bond, a lot of the James Bond movies I was introduced to because of my grandfather, that and Star Wars. That was a big part of it. Yeah.
All right. And our final member of the panel is a repeat visitor, the founder of the Geek Fam, Josh.
How y'all doing?
Well,
hey, Gators, man.
What's up, man?
So we're going to just jump right on into it.
I had to make a second guest appearance on here.
All right. Well, we'll jump right on into it. First topic we have for today is the Rebirth series for DC Comics. They've been out for a little while. There's going to be new editions coming out soon. What does everybody think about them?
I've only heard good things, man. I'm close to getting caught up to Rebirth. I've read a good bit of all the Superman, Batman, Justice League, and Green Lantern for the New 52. Really liked it, and I'm kind of excited to get into the Rebirth because my buddies have been picked up all the pull sheets for the last few weeks, and they've liked it. Nothing but good stuff.
Now, with the Rebirth, the Justice League, they got a different lineup, I saw.
With the Rebirth,
Simon Vaz is part of it, right?
Yeah, it's kind of an extension of the of Flashpoint is what I'm seeing. there's the DC Universe Rebirth. They brought back Kid Flash, and it appears there's something that's been changing the heroes from Flashpoint on. Like Black Canary and Green Arrow don't even know each other anymore. Yeah. So it seems to be kind of a second version of rebooting the entire universe.
What the interesting thing about it is, and I haven't really read a whole lot of New 52, so I commend them for the way that they are kind of, they don't want to say this, but they're fixing that right now and things, and they're making it easy for people to come into it. It seems to me like patches of the continuity or whatnot are gone. People remember some things, people don't remember some things. Wonder Woman doesn't know what the hell happened to her home. She's looking for that. And I mean, there's a lot of things people have forgotten. They know certain things, and then they don't know things, and that's the interesting part about it to me.
Yeah. Well, I do like how they did in the DC Universe Rebirth comic. They explained the two different versions of Wally West. Apparently, they're cousins of each other. So there's the white Wally West and the black Wally West, and they're still related, and they're both Kid Flash. So I like how they explain it and why nobody remembered the white Wally West.
I need a little bit more. I need a little bit more explanation on that. But
yeah, and I think in the Flash Rebirth they kind of delved into it a little bit deeper. That's one that I have not read yet, so that's actually on my reading list for next week. So
when that come out next Wednesday or this the following Wednesday?
I think that one's actually already out. I haven't made it all the way through all the rebirths. So this week I finished up with all the Green Arrows. I'm an archer at heart, so I always go with Arrow first. So,
because the only one I've been reading is Batman. That's the only reason I've been reading so far is Batman.
Yeah, the Batman one's really good. But it ties so closely into the Flash one that you got to read them both to fully understand the storyline.
Pick that up, man.
I think the Rebirth book that I'm most excited about is the Teen Titans one. Actually, the one I'm really excited about that. They got some sort of angle cooking with Damian Wayans that seems kind of interesting. And maybe we'll get more clarity as to the Black Flash in that one as well. That's the one and that doesn't come out, I think, like August or October or something like that. I don't know. It doesn't come out for a little bit.
I think that one's slated for August 18th.
Okay.
Don't hold me to that date, but I remember seeing it was an August release sometime.
What's their lineup? Who on Teen Titans now besides Damian?
Who did I see on that? There was Black Flash, Starfire, and Beast Boy, Damian, and who was that other person? Raven. Yeah, Raven's on there too.
How Damian is now?
Oh shit.
No, the Black Flash you're referring to, it's not the Black Flash of Death. It's the Black Kid Flash.
Yeah. I need to start calling him Kid Flash. I'm gonna start doing that. I promise.
Yeah. Just to clarify for everybody out there, Black Flash. For a second there, I was like, why is Death on the Teen Titans? All right, Justin, looks like you had something to say there. I know you haven't read Rebirth yet, but...
Yeah, no, it all certainly sounds interesting. Once I eventually start reading comics, I'll definitely add this to the list. Can I just jump straight into the first Rebirth issue, or is there anything I should read first before that?
On the first page, you read the last Superman and read the last Justice League, basically. Like 52 of both. Right?
If worst comes to worst, you could just go online and get a quick overview of what, because like I said, I didn't read most of 52. I didn't read 52, and I kind of gist of it. I kind of just got the gist of it.
See, the
Okay.
only 252 titles I read was Justice League and Batman. And that was all I had read from them.
Yeah, I read the whole Batman series, the Snyder, and then the Detective Comics, and then Batman Eternal was pretty good run too that he had. But Tom King one looks really pretty good.
Batman and Superman titles they had for New 52 was pretty good too. I read some of those.
Yeah. The ones in New 52 for Batman and Superman were really, really good. I read through all of them. They were awesome. Justin, though, to start reading comics online, I'll ping you over a website later. It has pretty much all the New 52 and the Rebirths available free online. So I'll ping that over to you later.
Could you send that this way too?
I'll just put it into our group chat later.
Sounds good. Because that's like the only thing holding me back. I have Rebirth right now. I just haven't read it yet because I'm a completionist.
Pretty much. This site puts out the new comics about a week or two afterwards, and you get a lot of ads on this site. But I think that's how they pay DC, so that way they can do it for free. So,
sure.
And they do more than just DC. They do DC and Marvel. They even have a few of the smaller comics companies on there as well. So it's a really good site. Not going to say the name on here because obviously,
it's all good.
Don't remember off the top of my head.
Technical difficulties.
Yep, it happens. All right, so we've kind of hashed through Rebirth. So our next topic is actually going to be the Batman versus Superman Ultimate Edition versus theatrical version. What was everybody's thoughts on it? I know not everybody's seen it, but if you have them. What you think?
Wait, are you asking me?
I'm asking anybody. Keon, if you want to go first.
Look, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it yet, but
it's waiting for the Blu-ray to come
give
out.
my overview of the you know what? I don't know, man. I've heard some people say that it adds to it. It makes more sense and that, and then I've heard other people say, listen, if you didn't like the movie before, it's really not going to do much for you this time. I don't know. I didn't like the movie. I didn't think it was as bad as most people say it is, but I didn't like it. So the Ultimate Edition to me is not something that I'm trying. I have to go out to see. I trust you guys. I really do. So if a lot of you guys are saying that it does add to it, okay, then I bet it does, and I will go check it out. But you know,
I have hope for the movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
I loved the movie in the theaters. I love just about any movie, but I really did like the theatrical version. I had a great time with the movie. I haven't seen the Ultimate Edition yet, but I'm definitely planning on buying it. And of course, there were all those posts about everybody apologizing to Zack Snyder for hating on the movie, and then the Ultimate Edition comes out. And they're like, oh my God, we're so sorry, it's awesome, and all that. And I'm definitely looking forward to buying it, especially since I work at Best Buy. I'll probably get a discount on the movie.
Okay.
There you go.
Well, I will say this. I wasn't too thrilled with the theatrical version. To me, it was a waste of $60. $60? Yes.
Holy crap.
Because I'm telling you, I include the popcorn and the soda as part of the movie experience.
Okay, but that's still like $40 at the most. What did you super IMAX?
That's like $15. Candy.
What prices do you have where you live? $60.
It's $17.50 to go to a movie in North Dakota. They charge us more because they don't make a lot of money out here. So they charge us more.
Are you throwing the gas money to go actually see the movie too in there? That's.
No, if I threw that in, it'd be $75.
Holy shit!
Oh, wow. That's expensive.
Right, no.
Wow.
It's $17 just for the ticket, and then you throw in the $20 popcorn and the $20 soda.
Man, you better tell your date to sneak in food.
So,
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't take a date with me. It was just me.
Oh God!
Be taking them Chick-fil-A and everything in it.
Let's just say going to the theaters are extremely expensive these days.
yeah, Corey, I think I spent $17.50 on everything: ticket, food, and drink here in Texas.
Yeah, it's $60 for one person.
That's crazy. Tickets
Yeah.
are $9 here at my theater. And
Yeah,
I just had a conversation with a friend not too long ago about the Dakotas, and I was really trying to stick up for that territory. And you just absolutely destroyed my whole argument altogether, Corey. It's done. It's done. I get it.
Most of the cost up here is dirt cheap, except for the theaters. That's the killer. You know, we do have a great theater that charges like $4 for a movie, but I gotta wait like 3 months after a movie is released to go to that theater. So they should have released that one in theaters, hands
Exactly.
down.
Which is why I got pissed off when I saw people saying, "Oh, well, we owe Zack Snyder an apology." Da 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 da. Nah, we don't owe him no damn apology. They should have released that in the theater in the first place instead of giving us a half-ass done movie and having us waste money to view that in the first place.
Yeah, I think that's the point. Before the Ultimate Edition, people just thought that Zack released what some people thought was a not so great movie, an okay movie, whatever. But now we realize what happened. Now we realize we don't owe Zack an apology. The studio owes Zack an apology for cutting up his movie so much where not everybody liked it so much. The studio needs to apologize to Zack, not us.
I agree with that. I agree. The only thing that I will say, though, is that if you look back, Zack Snyder has a history of this, man. So, several of his movies have been cut like this.
Watchmen.
Watchmen. And he even admitted to Sucker Punch, too. I don't know. I don't care. I don't know if an Ultimate Edition of Sucker Punch would have saved that. But his movies have been cut. And I think that Zack is guilty, I think, of doing too much, going beyond his means, and knowing full well you can't put all of this in the movie. Okay?
Exactly.
You can't do that, man. You can't film 5 hours worth of stuff knowing you can only put 2.5 hours of it in. That's irresponsible. And you know that you're going to leave critical parts out. Whether that's on him or the studio, I don't know for sure. But it's a pattern of his, regardless, and it's got to stop because he's got to start making these movies more coherent.
But see, that's why I think another reason why they got like Warner Brothers brought in all these new people to help with the DC movies now.
Because the alternative is not having enough, and then you have a half-finished, not finished movie, and you're kind of screwed. So it does kind of make sense to have more than enough to make sure you can actually finish the movie.
Okay, and it's not me. Let me make this clear. It's not me really trying to shit on Zack Snyder because it's an industry practice. It's not like the best directors in movies make a movie and that's the only hush. And that's the cut that they make is like that's it. They don't overshoot that. Everybody shoots more than what they actually put out.
Yeah.
But you still have to. There's still a limit. I hope he's done that for Justice League. I hope he's learned. Somebody, whether it's him or the damn studio, have learned that for Justice League. For real.
Okay. Now I believe we have found a limitation here with our group chat. We can have a max 6 people in at a time. So Nadir and Kristen are jumping back and forth on our cat. So
sorry about that. Oh, is it limited to number of people?
Oh yeah, we have 7.
Yeah, we have 7 people, and Kristen joined in and bumped Nadir off, and
Am I in? Can you hear me?
Oh, hi. Hi, Kristen.
Hi.
We hear you, Kristen.
Just bump the dare off.
Sorry.
It's okay. Okay, well,
Y'all late.
I'd like to introduce
Party late.
Okay. So, well, let's welcome Kristen to our chat tonight. Kristen?
Hello, Kristen.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
That's fine. So, Kristen, you have to answer the question that everybody who joins the breakdown must answer. What brought you into the geek lifestyle?
I don't know. It just found me. We just came together. I don't know. I don't know, just trying to find that thing that takes you away from maybe your everyday life or something extraordinary, like if you have a really big imagination. And it feels good to connect and have a group of people and, to be able to follow these beings that other people have created that are like, the eminence of gods and stuff. And it just feels really good and I like it. Oh, and probably Pokemon when I was 6.
Let's throw that in there too. Yes.
Yeah, I literally, I went ham today on Pokemon Go. Like, I've been on it.
How many miles do you think you've walked today?
Well, I wish they would tell me, but I got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I have about 20 different ones.
Moving.
And I think I evolved too, so.
Not to get off topic or whatever. I don't know what topic we're on. Not to get, but just to say, the weirdest thing about this game, this Pokemon Go, I woke up this morning and I just decided to turn the damn game on or whatever just to see. I'm in bed in my room, and the weirdest thing is to wake up to a damn rat-a-tat in your room. That's the great and weird thing about this game. I'm like, oh, of all the Pokemon that could be in my room, it's a damn rat. For real? Great.
Right? I mean, it was, when I first started it, I was in my kitchen. And it's like, not only do you have to make something to eat, but you also have to make the life decision of what your starter is going to be. So I'm gonna make something to eat, and then I'm going to decide, should I go with, Squirtle or Charmander? Like, it's too much to handle. It's like, in the morning.
Okay, two things. One, Keon, you made me think of a great idea of combining the Pokemon Go with a pedometer, and you could actually exercise playing the game and keep track of your steps.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I think that's really what should be the point of the game, though. Really.
That sounds really smart. And two, Kristen, you reminded me of those, what were those 90s toys, the little... little things you kept track of, little electronic pets.
Tamagotchi?
Yeah, those.
Oh, I haven't seen those things for years.
Dude, my grandma used to have one of those and play with that thing. That thing was like the rage. For real.
It was. I used to get really nervous though, because what if it dies? It's like your child. You let it die. You didn't.
You were literally sad. You were literally sad and pissed off when your Tamagotchi died. Geez, did I just do that?
Right?
Am I ever gonna be a good parent? Is this indicative of my parenting skills?
On it, Kristen, because you know what? Another topic we were hoping to discuss tonight was diversity in the geek community. So definitely we want your opinion on Rebirth.
Okay. It's cool. I'm just kidding. Which, the whole series thing or certain ones?
Just go through what you've read so far, and we'll jump in and provide our opinions as well. We can always edit out our earlier conversation, so it's a good thing.
Okay. I don't know who's. I know you're. Corey, you're talking, right? And then I know when Keon's talking, and then who else am I talking to?
All jumping in at random points, but Kristen, you got the floor for right now. So you start off. Talk about what you've read in Rebirth so far.
Oh, okay. I read the DC Universe Rebirth. I've read Batman Rebirth, The Flash, Wonder Woman, Green Lanterns, and Titans. I think that's all right now.
Out? I thought it didn't get released until next month.
The Titans Rebirth. Yeah.
Okay, Titans Rebirth is out. Okay.
Not number 1, but just like the Rebirth, where it started and they're like. But all of those I enjoyed. Batman, I'm kind of like, I don't necessarily understand what's going on right now. But, so if somebody could reiterate that for me.
Okay, with Batman, it is kind of a throwback to Flashpoint. So, because you see the letter on the wall that Barry delivers to Batman from when he goes into the alternate timeline. That button that shows up, he's thinking it's a Joker thing. But here, Kid Flash in DC Universe's Rebirth is basically saying, no, it has nothing to do with the Joker, and it's some unknown force that's been adjusting the heroes, making them forget. You haven't seen or haven't read the Arrow Rebirth yet, but Arrow and Black Canary don't know each other at all, even though they've been a power couple for how many different iterations of the Green Arrow comics. So yeah, there's an underlying issue happening that I explore with the Rebirth series.
Do you think maybe Wally West could be a key, since in Titans he's the one that helps the whole Titans remember who he is? Have you read the Titans Rebirth?
I have not, but I have read the DC Universe, and I don't believe I've read the Flash one just yet.
Okay.
That's on my reading list for this week yet. So, from what I can tell so far, it's a really well thought out universe so far. So it's gonna be interesting how they go forward with this.
Yeah. Yeah, so far, I mean, I like the ones that I've read. I think I like The Flash, and so far, even though it was only one, I really like Titan. I like the fact that they brought back Wally West. And...
Yeah. Well, I did like how they... go ahead.
No, I was just going to say I was interested into seeing where the Green Lanterns are going with the Red Dawn to see more of a Stracidus, but... Yeah.
One thing I do like is how they tied both versions of Kid Flash together as being cousins. You know, the white Wally West and the black Wally West. It's kind of cool.
Hey, y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Yep. We can hear you. Keon.
Yes, sir.
I've got to bring this back up. Keon, name all the members of Teen Titans in Rebirth. Come on.
Damian, Starfire, Raven, Beast Boy, Kid Flash, and there's one other. I'm trying not to like Google it or not. I'm really trying to just like remember it. I can't remember it.
Wait.
Well, at least this time you called him Kid Flash instead of Black Flash.
I told you I was gonna get on that. I told you I was going to make a concerted effort for that.
Yep. Kristen missed that part. I was hoping to catch you doing it one more time. Kristen, before you started, he was telling us that Black Flash was on Teen Titans.
That would be very interesting.
Is this gonna be like a Cap language thing with me now?
From now on, Keon's nickname is Black Flash.
Oh.
For the rest of the show, Keon, I'm just going to refer to you as Black Flash.
Hey, that works for me, shit.
But yeah, going over that one, Rebirth. I have a feeling Rebirth is going to do excellent for DC. I'm really hoping they expand Rebirth into an animated movie or animated series of some sort. Just tie it right into the Flashpoint movie and go from there, because that would be awesome.
Well, I'm sure they'll do an animated movie soon.
Yeah.
I don't know though. I don't know. You can never tell with WB, but I don't know if they'll go that route though. I mean, you can do that now because you've had so much established, and you can take the risk of doing all of these other things, of making, of doing, what is that, the Chinese Superman, and having the somewhat sort of confusion of having Simon Baz and what's her face, the two Green Lanterns, and I think you could do that now in comics, but you might not really want to get into all of that territory so soon in the movies. You still got some stuff you gotta take care of.
Fix the first Green Lantern. We need another Green Lantern movie before we get
Green Lantern movie supposed to be Green Lantern Corps with all the fucking Green Lanterns in it. So
yeah,
like,
and well, especially live action. Even Ryan Reynolds makes fun of his Green Lantern movie. He knew it sucked as soon as he found out they weren't going to actually give him a suit to wear, that they were going to use CGI to create it. He knew it was going to suck. But jumping back to my thoughts on even doing any kind of an animated movie for Rebirth, they could even tie that into Young Justice, because at the end of Young Justice, with Wally West disappearing into the Speed Force or whatever, him coming back now, they could easily tie Young Justice right into Rebirth. So
yeah, I get that. Just have Rebirth, just Young Justice Rebirth. How about that?
Yeah,
I like
they
that.
come back and Young Justice, like you said, the way it ended and everything like that. Yeah, you could jump right into that now, and it would generate some interest back into it and intrigue and stuff. Yeah, I could see that. I could see it for animated movies. I could.
Yeah. I'm not thinking doing live action based on Rebirth, but just animated, hour, 2 hour long, or hour and a half long movies that just tie into Rebirth. Even relaunch Young Justice series. I think that would be great.
And I was thinking, one good thing to remember is if they're going to make an animated movie or animated TV series off any of this, is based on how well, from a non-comic reader point of view, is based on how well Killing Joke does, because it's actually getting a limited theatrical release. So based on how well that does, and if there's still an audience for that, then yeah, I think that'll really help or hurt and decide the future of other animated movies.
I wonder about that Killing Joke though. I wonder about that. I wonder how they're gonna market it. If it's just limited release in theaters, I wonder what their goal is for releasing it in theaters. I wonder what their benchmark is for it. It's interesting.
They're showing it ahead of big movies. Like when I went to go see The Shallows and Independence Day, it was advertisement before those movies. So like a good amount of the public is seeing, about the Killing Joke.
So they've had trailers out for it then at the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they had trailers out for Dragon Ball Z Battle of the Gods when they did the limited release in theaters. I actually went to see that one here in Fargo. That was actually worth $20 to go see. We've kind of hashed through all of our different topics: Batman vs. Superman's Ultimate Edition. We've also discussed Rebirth on multiple occasions. Final part will be diversity. diversity in the geek lifestyle. Obviously, we have one of our members / admin, Kristen here, who's
Hi.
awesome. I've only talked to Kristen twice now on voice, but she's cool as hell. And we've got quite a few lady members out in our group. Kristen, what do you got to say to any ladies that are kind of getting into the geek lifestyle? What can you tell them?
I would want to tell them not to be afraid, because it's kind of like when girls go into a gym to work out. There's a lot of guys there, and you just kind of get this feeling that they're either looking at you or judging you, or like, okay, she doesn't know what she's doing. And even if you don't know exactly what you're looking for or what everything else is, that you should still don't be afraid and continue and try. And if that's what you want to do, then that's what you should do. And if they look like they want to, say something to you, say something to them, or ask them a question, or just prove yourself to them that, you actually do want to be a part of the group. You're not just in there just to, I don't even know why, but, just don't be afraid.
Okay. And, well, as far as it goes with being a member of the Geek Fam, you've seen how the ladies are treated by fellow gentlemen like myself. I hope we treat you ladies well, and so I want to thank you for being an awesome admin. You haven't banned me yet, so.
Thank you. You know how, you guys treat me great. You know how I am, just like when Luke treats me and, sends pictures of Superman beating up Thanos. We see how that goes, so I think I'll be okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
let me say, this is, this is right now, this is a great time. This is an awesome time for females to get into the quote-unquote geek lifestyle or whatnot. It's an awesome time. You got the Ghostbusters movie coming out. You got the Wonder Woman movie. You got so many other women at the forefront, female characters at the forefront, now starting to be pushed in movies, in comics. I know people have some issues with some gender changing in some characters and this and that, but the bottom line is more and more female characters are starting to come to the forefront. And I think before, the big reason why none of these females wanted to get involved in this is because they didn't have anything to really, really latch on to. What did you have? You had Wonder Woman. You had Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't have much. Now you got a lot of stuff going for you, and I think that's giving females more confidence to come out now and say, hey, I can get into this now. I can talk about some things. I can relate to some things now because she's out here, she's out here, she's out here. It's a great time. It's a great time for females.
Exactly, Keon, and the Supergirl also.
Oh, yes, definitely. Even
yeah, Supergirl too, yeah.
The TV universes have latched on to making sure that they have strong female characters. Obviously, Supergirl, which has her own show. You've got the Canary sisters, Black and White Canary on Arrow and Legends of Tomorrow. Although Black Canary's gone, I'm sorry to say. But, you had Arsenal and Red Arrow, Red Arrow, which was changed from being a guy to a lady, but still awesome. They're bringing back, they're bringing in Artemis actually this year for Arrow from Young Justice is going to be showing up. So a little bit of a change from the backstory on Arrow or on Young Justice to Arrow, but they are bringing in another strong female character. So I think it's great. The female characters aren't just the damsel in distress. Even Iris West is not such a damsel compared to her comic book version. Heck, the Earth 2 one was probably more badass than anybody else. Okay, so final go around. Normally we'd play a game, but since it's Ernie's game, I'm going to pass on that this week. We're going to do one final round around the horn. The question is, what has you most excited for the next month in the geek world? Start off with Keon.
Next month?
Black Flag.
I'll say Civil War 2. Civil War 2. Reading Civil War 2 now. I'm still not quite sure where it's going, but I think that's a good thing. I think it's getting a little bit more interesting, and then, some other revelations in some other books that kind of make you think what's going to happen, how it's going to turn out more, but everybody's saying that's not the case, and it's just a lot. It's just interesting. I'm more and more interested in Civil War 2 than I was at the beginning of it, so I'll be definitely keeping an eye out for it next month or so.
All right. Justin, what's got you most excited over the next month?
Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad, definitely, without a doubt.
Okay. What's got you excited about Suicide Squad?
Oh, crap.
Besides Harley Quinn.
I can't decide if it's Jared Leto as Joker or Harley Quinn. Maybe Joker. No, maybe Harley Quinn. I don't know. Those two, definitely. I'm absolutely stoked, definitely to see the Joker, Jared Leto's take on the Joker. It's going to be awesome. I've been excited since day one when he was first announced as the new Joker.
Yeah, I think he'll do a great job as Joker. He did a really good job playing kind of mentally unstable in Lord of War, so I think he'll do great as the Joker. All right, next up, we're gonna go with Josh. What's got you most excited coming out this next month?
Well, what I'm looking forward to, I'll probably have to say either Doctor Strange coming out in a couple of months, or the release of Gears of War 4.
I would definitely like to play Gears of War 3 and 4. I like the story. I liked where they were going.
Good. Gears of War Judgment, that was garbage. But the fourth one looking real good. I got it pre-ordered. Plus, I can move my hand a little bit better now, so I'll be ready by September to play that.
Goals, baby, goals, yeah.
Well, I will tell you this, from what I've seen of Gears of War 4, it is going to be awesome.
Yeah, I've played the first three of the trilogy twice. I've loved it every time.
Okay, so Kristen, what's got you most excited over the next? Keep crying, buddy. What's got you most excited coming out in the geek world in the next month?
I definitely have to say the Suicide Squad. I've been waiting for it forever, so I'm most excited about that. I'm most excited to see the interaction and the development of Joker and Harley Quinn come to live action. So,
now I got a question about Suicide Squad real quick.
All right, Josh, go right ahead.
Y'all don't think that's gonna be like a little bit too like overly top, like try to be something that is not?
I'm hoping it's not. I'm just from some of the random posts online. It's basically going to be the Joker Harley Quinn movie with excerpts of Suicide Squad on the side. So who knows? Let's hope that it's actually a decent Suicide Squad movie. I'm actually excited for it. I'm hoping that Will Smith does a good Deadshot, because unfortunately the gentleman who played Deadshot on the Arrow TV show, in my opinion, played it perfectly. So it's going to be a tough act to follow. But Will Smith is a good actor, so I'm hoping he does a good job.
Harley Quinn and Deadshot hook up on the movie. Piss off the Joker.
Well, I just hope that I just hope it's Suicide Squad. It's not Harley Quinn and Joker. I hope that everyone gets a sufficient. I understand that Joker and Harley Quinn are the A-listers. They're going to get more time. I get that, but don't make it overpowering with those two. That's my thing. I want to see. I want to feel for Killer Croc, Katana, and these other characters. I don't want them to just be shoehorned in there, or not even shoehorned, but just be there. I want some. It's a team movie, so I want it to feel like a team movie. I hope that's the case.
That's the thing that kind of concerns me, is because, you know, with like how Marvel did it, where they had most of the Avengers had their own movies before they actually had the mashup. I'm not sure how well it's going to be shoving the backstories of 6 different characters.
And then they had the reshoots a couple of months ago, like, to add more humor into it. But
Corey, with Suicide Squad in particular, that I'm not worried about that, because it wasn't realistic to get a Deadshot solo movie or a Killer Croc solo movie anyway. I don't mind them not having that. I understand that you got with a team like this that wasn't going to really do anything. Their characters really aren't going to do anything solo. You bring them in like this. I get that, but I totally get what you're saying. Guardians of the Galaxy. I hate to do this Marvel DC versus DC thing. I'm not doing that, but Guardians of the Galaxy, we got a good feel for all of the characters in that. It wasn't the Star-Lord show. Okay, we got a good feel for, and it was enough. We got enough out of everybody to get their backstories in that. So you can do that. You can do, but Suicide Squad has freaking 9 characters, though. You know, three of these people are gonna have to die, and quick. Okay. The way I see it.
They better not kill a Croc. I'm gonna be pissed.
I'm gonna interject here. I get what you're saying, Keon, or Black Flash. I get what you're saying, Black Flash, but and I'm not saying that they have to do it the Marvel style. But, you know, they could always, hopefully they'll interject some of these characters into the other DC Universe's movies, kind of flesh out the characters a little bit more later on.
They had that rumor about Deadshot being in one of the Batman movies. I don't know how true that is, but
him and Killer Croc need to be in a Batman movie, like at least like a cameo or something.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
And Clayface, a real Clayface, not that damn Gotham bullshit.
He was on Gotham?
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, Lord, I wonder how that went.
Yeah. CJ, get down.
Remind me again, who was on Gotham? Who are we talking about?
Clayface.
Clayface?
Oh, yeah. Clayface. Yeah.
Clayface was on Gotham?
Yeah, he was on for, I think it was like 1 or 2 episodes, if that.
Let me guess. He was just a guy who could mold his face into another person's face, and that's it.
Oh, the creepy. Oh, yeah, yes, yeah. Okay, so that was Clayface? Well, they didn't actually say Clayface, obviously, but yeah, that might have been Clayface. Holy crap! Yeah, I didn't realize that.
Okay, so we're gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna say what I'm looking forward to the most in the next month is actually the next round of Rebirth comics. As much as I can't wait to see Suicide Squad. I want to read the next of the Rebirth comics because it's an entirely new universe to go through. Rebirth. I can't wait for it. I actually want to find out who the heck's messing with the heroes that, as Kid Flash has been alluding to.
You don't know that yet?
I think they need to kill off Superman again. To be honest,
they basically tell you who's doing that in the Rebirth comic.
Isn't it Watchmen? Isn't it Watchmen?
I don't want to say. I don't want to say that. Corey doesn't know it now, so I don't want to spoil it for him or anything. But they basically lay it out for you.
Dr. Manhattan. I think it's Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah.
With him.
So what, they gonna have a throwdown between the Justice League and the Watchmen or something?
I don't know, but it's good. It's clear that the Watchmen are canon now.
Yeah.
It would have to be Dr. Manhattan because he's the one that deals with like time and everything and all that other stuff, right?
Well, they show at the end of that, they show his moon, that little structure he had on the moon or whatever, and they show the watch.
Yeah.
And then Batman got that note, and it's literally has the Watchman happy face with the blood on it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I wonder why they doing that. I wonder what they did. I wonder why they doing that shit.
Dr. Manhattan can do anything. So he's if anybody's as powerful to do what to erase time, like to erase memories and stuff like that, he's
saying, like,
as powerful.
Why you think the point of them doing that? Like, if they pissed off or
I don't know. You know how philosophical he is, and how he's got some sort of philosophical reason for doing that, I suppose.
Do you think DC's trying to mold, like trying to bring Watchmen more back into the picture to make it a bigger thing yet? Do you think they're going somewhere with that, or do you think they just want like this bombastic idea of like, oh my god, that's such a random person to mess with this? What the fuck is he doing? Like,
I don't think it has any. I don't think it will have anything to do with the actual Watchmen. I think this is just a Dr. Manhattan thing. Like I said, they realize how powerful the character is, so it's like, okay, well, we have to get a character. The character that's manipulating all this has to be somebody that's really powerful. Oh, okay, let's get Dr. Manhattan.
So Superman gonna die.
Well, I'm suspecting it's Dr. Manhattan. I'm wondering if maybe something happened to Dr. Manhattan that turned him a little bit looped in the head, so he might not be the Dr. Manhattan that we're used to.
That's possible. That's very possible.
I was watching it. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, that's what I'm thinking here. I know I kind of cut off Josh, so I'm going to let Josh go, and then Kristen, you're up next.
You good? You can go ahead.
Okay, Kristen, go.
I was watching the other day on Dr. Manhattan on YouTube just because I haven't watched the movie in a long time, and I really like the character because he's philosophical and just kind of like does what he wants. But I was wondering, like, didn't it say that like over time, after being so philosophical and just like out of touch with humans, didn't he kind of start to lose his humanity a little bit?
That's possible. So they might be tying Rebirth into the Watchmen movie a little bit, even. Who knows?
He pretty much said, yeah, he's not human. He disassociated himself from humanity and pretty much acknowledged that he was a god. I mean, he said, I'm literally going off to go create life and go create, universes and planets and shit like that, and because that's what I am now. I'm not human. I'm a god, and I'm going to act accordingly. So that could be his angle too. Listen, I'm reshaping the DC universe. This is how it should be. This is how I think it should be.
So he's the one that gave birth. He is the rebirth. The person, the god that gave birth to this new rebirth is Dr. Manhattan. Huh?
Exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that's a very good possibility.
You cracked the code.
So.
But it's like, why though? Like, was he really bored? Did he have nothing to do? Did he want this
manipulate or something?
Well, he's probably sitting there thinking, look, I'm looking at all of these different realities, because he can do that too. He can look at alternate realities. He can see alternate realities. Say, this is fractured. Something's wrong with your reality. I'm going to fix it. Now, the thing is, once everybody figures out who's doing it, obviously the question is going to be, why should you change our reality? What right do you have to change our reality?
Yeah.
They feel like that's Barry's job. Why are you doing it?
But then if he becomes hostile, who is powerful enough to take on Dr. Manhattan?
Nobody. And that's I love that though, dude. I love those characters that you can't beat them. This is just like Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet. You couldn't beat Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet at all. So you have to. There's a different angle to it. And really, Thanos kind of just said, "Fuck it, I'm bored." They didn't beat him.
Look, I'm already setting myself up for Thor to die in the Avengers 3 movie. I'm already setting myself up.
He ain't gonna die.
All right. Well, I think that's going to be about the end of it for today. Now, I did pose a question on our group, the Geek Fam, the Facebook group, and most people here have answered it. I know, Josh, you did. So I'm going to pose it here as our final question for the night. If you're trapped on a desert island, you're allowed one meal a day, any meal you want, and one movie that you have to watch every day for the rest of your life, what would it be? We're going to start off with Josh, since you've already answered it on the group.
Some pizza and Ninja Turtles.
Okay, and if I remember right, you said the 1990 edition, right?
Yeah, the best one.
All right. So next up, Justin.
Well, let's see. Choosing from my top favorite movies. Movie I would have to watch. Movie I would watch over and over again. Movie I already have watched over and over again. Avatar.
Okay.
And Blueberry Pie.
Alright.
All right. Black Flash, you're up.
Spaghetti. And
Comfort food.
Father.
And it's a tough one. I would have to say Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump. Okay. I think somebody else in the group chose that movie as well. Maybe you two should be trapped in the desert island together.
I love it.
All right, Kristen, you're up.
Definitely pizza. Shit. It would definitely have to be pizza, and it's really weird, but I can watch this movie forever. I would bring The Mummy and The Mummy 2.
You can only choose one. Only one of those two. So.
I'm sorry. Language. Okay. I'd probably choose the second one because it has Anubis.
All right.
What do you think about Tom Cruise being in the new Mummy movie?
I don't want to talk about anything like that.
That's a topic for an entirely different show. We'll take care of that on another show. But for me to answer that question, I'm going to have to say taco salad and make sure that it has chips. Because you know what? If I feel like just a regular salad, I can take the chips and the meat off. Or if I just want nachos, I can just throw the salad off to the side and eat the chips and meat.
Wow, did you really just get versatile with it like that? How?
Yes, I have thought about this quite a bit since I came up with that question. So, and for my movie, it would actually be Bear Grylls' How to Survive the Wild.
Oh, I ain't never seen that before.
Yeah, it's an hour-long Discovery Channel special. So
you'll still be alive.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's actually a practical decision.
Yeah.
Yes. I choose to be practical in that sense because you know what? The movie How to Survive the Wild will also show you how to build a home, start a fire, everything. So
I'm assuming
and drink your own urine.
no, that
you gotta
is what
you gotta collect water from the rain when it rains on the leaves. I saw that on Castaway.
Still can be used to boil the water and then recirculate it and make it into drinking water. So I've thought about this quite a bit over the last couple days. And this is the first time I've actually...
Island has a TV, right?
Yeah, and a Blu-ray.
Apparently, we got a TV and a DVD player with the generator, so that way we can actually watch our movie once a day.
60-inch flat screen and a Blu-ray player.
Yeah. You're stuck on an island. You have a TV just in case. So.
Yes. And, you know, I think about it. I even carry a pocket knife that has a flashlight and a fire starter on it at all times. I think about something like that. So,
you never know. For real.
there you go. So.
Okie dokie.
All right.
Okay, can I say something real quick? Everybody turn to Sci-Fi Channel right now because the original Clash of the Titans is on. Yes.
Till next time.